teaching is about letting the students learn according to a set method, a method that the academic has planned. And different academics will use different methods to suit their personalities, but also to suit the learning styles of their students. And we normally know that we are teaching well when the students ask intelligent questions, when the students are attending their classes, they participate. These are normally the indicators about good teaching. And going back to following a particular method, a lot of planning needs to go in for a 1-hour lecture or a tutorial or a lab, not just about planning what the curriculum should look like to meet the learning outcomes, but also how we take care of the diversity of our student groups and how those student groups will interact between themselves and also learn things between themselves, not just relying on the academics. It's important because we want our students to have an active professional life, and a lot of the learning that's taken place at universities and colleges of higher education is a prerequisite to embarking on very successful careers, and also a way of measuring their employability. So if the students have learned their curriculum quite well and they've met the learning outcomes, they're much more likely to be successful, and that tends to revert as an indicator on their final degree classification. Many students look for a first and a 2-1 when they graduate, and many companies look for graduates in that sort of class, so that it gives them the guarantee that they've met most of the learning outcomes and that they're able to deliver at a very early stage or a very junior stage within their careers. So good teaching really is about ensuring that we make students employable in their workplace, but also that they're happy in the general day whilst they are studying at university for a duration of 3 years. To enhance our teaching practice, we need to consult many different sources of information that we've got available to us these days. The internet is one of the major sources of information that we can use for planning lectures and to enhance our own practices. It's a way of sharing knowledge with colleagues. It's a way of participating in seminars online, a way of consulting very important databases for engineering and science and many other disciplines that are just there at our fingertips. To enhance our teaching practice, we can also try to think of how we use practices from other sciences or languages into a wider range of other subject disciplines, so that cross fertilization of practices that go on. For example, in engineering we use a lot of lab-based teaching, we use a lot of lectures and tutorials, but perhaps make those slightly different, perhaps make them more interactive, perhaps make use of WebCT or Moodle facilities. That's just another way of enhancing the teaching, but also a way to let the students learn remotely, which is more and more important these days. How can we motivate students to learn in an era of mass information technology?